Hello everybody, LCSW-R. I'd like to talk about an experience I had today. My first time since March 17 when I got sick with corona, that I went out of my house and I went into a store, like a real actual store. Congratulations, like I'm back on, right? For a couple of hours, and then I got dreadfully exhausted, but I felt so good that I was able to just be amongst those humans who are like doing real things, right? So interesting experience. In New York, we're doing phase 4 at this point, and just went to one of our local shopping areas and went into a J. Crew. They were understaffed. They were only allowing 5 people in the store at one time. People were not happy and some were very happy, but you know, it's no fun sitting outside or standing in 100-degree weather waiting to be let in a random sort of way in which one person, okay, who here is just one party? Oh, if you have 3 in a party, well, you have to wait till we have room for you. Well, then we went into the loft and we were able to do 10 people at a time till they reached full capacity. Went into Sephora thinking about makeup again. Well, we had to wait. And then when we went in, sanitized, mask on, no touching anything, but business semi as usual. And it's just so interesting because here's where you get to see people's personalities. Are people upset about these new rules? Are people understanding? Obviously, we're all trying to stay healthy. So these rules are for our protection. And I feel like when parents accept the rules that are there for our protection, then the children feel comfortable following rules that they may not understand and that may not be comfortable. Like, yes, you need to sanitize your hands when you go somewhere and you touch things that are not in your house. And when you come back home, you need to wear that mask outside because we don't want other people to get sick and we don't want to be sick, right? So as parents, our roles are really to teach our children, A, respect for law and order, respect for rules. We don't have to agree with all of this, but we do have to follow common sense guidelines that are designed to help us be safe, even if we think we know better. What are your thoughts about this? How do you feel about following rules that are set up by people you may not agree with, where we land up going into the political mayhem in the United States anyway? But I don't know politics out of the United States at this point, but here we're very divided with politics, right? And so sometimes people feel like they need to take matters into their own hands, right? But the idea of being safe and really understanding that there are people amongst us that may be immunocompromised that cannot go out if we don't follow the rules. Even if we feel we're invincible, if there's anybody that still feels that way, right? Or even if you think it's all over. Corona's over, I hear that from many people. Well, for people like me, Corona is really not over. Even though I'm breathing just fine, my doctors have told me that inside my lungs are still really recovering. I've had to take blood work to really test if there's anything going on inside, if there's, you know, if I have a problem with blood clots, and thank God I don't, so I'm really, really lucky. But we have to think about others around us and what their needs are as well. And that's how society functions best. So I'm curious to hear about what all you folks think about the guidelines, if stores are open in your neighborhood, and how you feel about talking to your kids about following rules, even if we don't like to. It's something we need to learn sometime, and the time is now. All right, have a great one.